Step 6 is a reminder to check your numbers again. Is your monthly mortgage payment more than 31% of your monthly gross income? That's income after taxes and deductions. And are your expenses not more than 55% over your gross income? If you meet this criteria and submit the required documentation, you will most likely receive a loan modification after an initial trial period. If your situation changes, you may request a changed agreement using different numbers. This will necessitate your submitting new paperwork. Communicate this to the servicer. Do you require job assistance, including resume writing and job counseling? If yes, please consult the page entitled Job Assistance. As of this taping on December 21st, 2009, Operation Restoration is in the process of developing proven 15 steps to obtaining a job, how to run a successful job search campaign. Please check the website soon for this information. Have you decided to sell your house, or do you have questions about the documentation and process of selling, even if it is valued under the mortgage balance? If yes, consult the page on the website entitled Sale of Property and listen to the video Proven 15 Steps to Short Sale. Step 7. What is the structure of a Treasury's Making Home Affordable HAMP for Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac loans versus the FHA HAMP or conventional loans that are following the Making Home Affordable formulas? For Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac loans only, by the way, you do not have to be in default to request a Fannie and Freddie modification. The servicer will attempt to lower the payment to 31% or below, but the interest rate will never go below 2%. Depending on your expenses, which can be up to 55% over gross income, the servicer may extend the loan period to 40 years to make the payments affordable. FHA and conventional loans now only allow extension up to 30 years. Depending on the servicer, you may be offered a modification based on a lower principal balance to help make the payment more affordable. This is not a permanent principal reduction. It will be treated as a deferred amount that is due as a balloon payment at the end of the loan period, at which time terms can be negotiated. There will be a trial modification for 3 months at a lower rate. If you make payments on time all 3 months, the servicer will then create a permanent modification agreement that will give a fixed interest rate for 5 years. After 5 years, if the modified interest rate is below the market rate at the time of modification, let's say you received a 2% interest rate, but the current market rate right now is 5%, then in year 6, the rate may increase by no more than 1%, or in this example, to 3%. Then in year 7 and beyond, the rate may increase 1% until the original market rate that existed at the time of permanent modification is reached. For FHA and conventional loans, the outcome is a little different. By the way, although guidelines say you have to be in default to request an FHA HAMP modification, the servicers will probably let you start the trial period if you are at risk of default. The servicer will attempt to lower payments to 31% or below. FHA loans and conventional loans are owned by investors. These loans are in pools that have guaranteed returns. These pools or funds have different interest rates. Expect your servicer to offer a market interest rate. Do not expect 2%, although investors have this discretion, and know that the decision is made according to the investment pool guidelines. There will be a trial modification for 3 months. If the borrower makes payments on time all 3 months, the servicer will create a permanent modification agreement that gives a fixed interest rate for 30 years. Depending on the servicer, you may be offered a modification based on a lower principal balance to help make the payment more affordable. This FHA HAMP calls this principal balance reduction a partial claim. It is not a permanent principal reduction. It will be treated as a deferred amount that is due as a balloon payment at the end of the loan period, at which time terms can be negotiated. We offer a mortgage calculator on the website, both on the home page and on the Making Home Affordable page, so that you can determine your eligibility and practice scenarios. Step 8. If you have two loans with the same mortgage servicer, treat them separately. Learn the loan type of both loans. One may be a Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac government-sponsored loan, and the other may be an investor-owned loan. We know that as of this taping, FHA follows HAMP. Some conventional loans follow HAMP. As of today, VA and other conventional loans follow the traditional guidelines. Step 9. Documents to prepare for your mortgage servicer. Number 1. 1 month, last 30 days, most recent income, pay stubs, etc. See 11 ways to show income on the website. Number 2. Hardship affidavit. Click on the 2-page affidavit on the website. Sign and date the form. Look for the servicers to start using a 3-page form in the future. The website will let you know. Number 3. Hardship letter. Prepare a letter explaining your hardship. We have provided samples on the website with a suggested format. Write a 1-page letter following this format and remember to remain brief. Use relevant, current reasons for hardship. Please note, if letters are over 1 page, pages can get separated and can cause file delays or closure of your file. Make sure to sign, print, and always currently date your letter. Number 4, financial worksheet, income and expense sheet. We recommend practicing with Operation Restoration's financial worksheet first. Also, use this financial worksheet for your servicer if you do not see your servicer listed here. Otherwise, if you see your servicer, click on the servicer's name and retrieve their financial worksheet. Number 5, collect 2 months' most recent bank statements. All accounts, all pages. Note, Wachovia requires 3 months at this time. We recommend that you send literally 2 months of bank statements, not 60 days of transactional detail, because they are looking for 2 months. If you do not have paper statements available, you can usually go online, choose View Paper Statements, and retrieve an actual bank statement. If you have a business account and are reporting income as a self-employed person, send 2 months' most recent business bank statements as well. If the negotiator needs more later, you can send more at that time. Number 6, IRS Tax Form 4506T. Fill out the IRS Tax Form 4506T, which you can get on the website. This form allows the servicer to pull tax records to verify information you present to them. Fill this form out per our instructions on the website. Please make sure to sign and date the form. An incomplete form can result in the servicer not working your file. Number 7, make a copy of a recent utility bill. Note, this is to prove occupancy. 8, collect your 2008 complete tax return and 2008 W-2s or 1099s. Or, if you have not filed your tax return, an extension, which we have provided on the website, will satisfy the requirement. Warning, make sure you sign and date them before sending. Failure to do so could result in a denial or a file not being worked. Step 10. Make sure you do not have any hindrances with your servicer. This is extremely important. If you have previously given your servicer information about yourself or household and it was incorrect, or you want to ensure your servicer is making a decision based on correct material, call your servicers to close out, back out any previous information. Otherwise, your new material may not be uploaded correctly or may not be uploaded at all. If you have signed a contract with an organization, please know that they cannot do anything beyond what you can do yourself. Sometimes third parties can actually hinder your progress. We recommend telling your servicer that you want to proceed yourself.